Welcome back to SwitchCorner. My name is Alex and today we're going to be taking a look at my favourite Switch deals covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. Now this video, it is any price goes. If you want the more kind of budget conscious version of this video, check out Thursday's edition where I keep everything sub $10. Then as always, I do have two winners to announce for two $10 eShop gift cards, and I have two more to give away. The winners, they'll be announced throughout this video, and to enter for your chance to win next week, just drop a comment down below. Without though luck, hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we all do here, join our growing family, and let's get started. So every game in today's video is a new all-time low price, except for two of them. I'll point those out when we do get to them. First off though, we've got Dusk Diver returning with 45% off. This price just keeps on dropping, and I know every time I feature it here, it gets a ton of comments. An action RPG though, you take on the role of a high school girl who becomes a god of sorts, and you jump between day-to-day life and then dungeons where combat kicks in. I have a full review here on the channel which I will link down below, and I thought it was just okay. Just surprisingly, it's a little dull in its dungeon design, a whole lot of grey basically, which kind of felt like a waste of potential. A new one then, Signs of the Sojourner, a really unique card deck game that's centered around the idea the cards create an interaction between two people. You know, it's our connection, it's our relationship, and it is something special. I actually intend to put a review for this one out on the channel in kind of a quick roundup video, but yeah, good characters and writing, I love the art style, and then it's just a unique spin on what is becoming an increasingly popular genre. Only the second ever sale we've seen, and it's already dropping with 25% off. Gotta be honest as well, look, one comment I will make on the game, that is a good thing because it is a little short, maybe 3 to 4 hours at a push, at least though it has multiple endings. Alright, so sports fans, I'm keeping this one short, but NBA 2K21, it doesn't change a whole lot up honestly, but I think for those that would make the yearly update, tend to do this myself with FIFA when I see them once they drop, but now might be the time to jump on it with 84% off. Sadly, it's not available in the EU or Australia, but if you are in the UK and you're interested, while it's not available on the eShop, you can currently grab it from Shop 2 for under 10 quid physically, even though I will say it gives me no idea when that deal will expire. Of course, with this one as well though, monster in-store size just to accompany it, so you gotta justify that too. Horror fans, if you don't mind reading, check out Raging Loop. I really enjoyed this one. It's just, well, if I didn't give it away already, it is a visual novel with branching pathways that you will guide, so it's for sure an acquired taste. It was the story though, of course, that got me through. You arrive at a settlement in the mountains in Japan and you get wrapped up in what's called the Feast, a local tradition where basically a werewolf appears and, yeah, of course, kills everyone. It even though has a new game plus, and it's a game of dying and then kind of living that moment over and over again. 50% off though makes it an absolutely solid price. So while I'm on the dark and weird, the 7th Sector is a game I really enjoyed, and it's also an incredibly realised, almost think cyberpunk style world. What you need to do can be a little hard to work out, especially on the small screen if you're playing handheld, but it's basically a puzzle game as you control drones, electricity and full-on mechs, amongst a few other things as well. The soundtrack is awesome though, it's by Nobody's Nail Machine, and the story is just unique, which I'm not going to give away. It is dark stuff though. Alright, so one of our two games not at an all-time low price then, but Paradise Killer is back with 30% off, matching the all-time low, and this game is just genius. It almost expires soon though, so you may need to jump on this one quickly. It is well worth it though, a complete surprise for me personally, but it's a first-person open world murder mystery and you live on a planet of gods, you being one yourself. Every few millennia though, demons invade and you must now move to another planet. The problem, the council that basically oversees this move, they've been murdered on the eve and now you need to get to the bottom of it all. Completely out there, but a fantastic cast, incredible soundtrack, and I like that so much, in fact I picked it up on vinyl. If you don't pick up the game, at least check out the soundtrack on YouTube. Alright, so before our first winner of the week then, Disaster Report for Summer Memories, and full transparency, I gave this one a below average 4 out of 10 here on the channel. You may be asking yourself why mention it, and it's honestly because, yes, that was my score, you know, last gen graphics, clunky gameplay, terrible frame rate, but I still personally liked it. So if you like your B movies and you like the idea of escaping the world collapsing around you, then yeah, this may well be worth a look. I said it in the review as well, it's sort of a case of, you know, so bad it's good, kind of similar to Deadly Premonition. I thought it was hilarious though at points, not that it should have been, and it absolutely stuck with me. Still not cheap though, but it's rocking 45% off. So our first winner of the week then, and it's going to Mandy, who picked up AI The Somnian Files, masterpiece of a game. It's an adventure experience, part visual novel as well, that everyone should check out. Sadly, it's not on sale anymore, but do add it to the wishlist and check it out next time, you will not regret it. Congrats though Mandy, drop me an email to claim that code, and everyone else, of course, we still have a second winner coming up later in the video. My pickups of the week then, meaning I've never actually played them, so don't consider this a recommendation, but maybe you'll want to join me for the ride, and I'm grabbing 2 this week. First, the Darkside Detective, a Fumble in the Dark. I loved the first entry of this one. It was this great point-and-click adventure that channeled the likes of, think, classic LucasArts games, but also then TV shows like Twin Peaks. It's kind of like my dream combo. I'm hoping to get more of the same though from this entry, as we basically return to Detective McQueen and help him solve 6 mysteries. The humour though was really good in the first one though, so I'm excited now to dive in, even if it is a small 10% off. Then I'm grabbing Megadimension Neptunia VII. I think I played one of these years back, and I'm not sure how lost I'm going to be thanks to that 7 they've stuck at the end of the title, but I hear good things about the series, and I'm not even gonna try and explain the story. All I will say is you're trying to save multiple dimensions, and my understanding is here each character actually represents a different console. But yeah, with this one, look, watch a full review before you do drop the cash, because it's definitely a little bit out there, but it is also rocking 55% off. So I don't do this often, but here's a game I'm not picking up myself and I've never played, but I want to shout it out down to the new low price. That is Moero Crystal H with 30% off. Giving it a shout out because it's basically a well-loved series, and some of the reviews out there really do praise it. A story set around the Bra of Darkness, if that wasn't a clue, this is definitely an 18+ experience, but it's all basically about RPG gameplay and then dungeon crawling. It even has some shooting stages as well. My guess though, look, it's for fans of titles like Galgun, and the Metacritic score for this one is an impressive 80%. Fate EXTELLA link then is for you action fans out there. This is a Dynasty Warriors experience, so if you've played titles like the recent Age of Calamity or even the core series, this may well be worth a look. There's actually 2 Fate experiences like this on the Switch. The first one, Umbral Star, that is also on sale right now as well, but overall both of them are fun rides. The story is crazy, didn't really know the lore honestly, and I will say that even though that was the case, I still managed to get through it, but I was coming here more than anything for the combat, and that's where it impressed me, with multiple playable characters, obviously huge locations to explore, 4-on-4 online battles, and I think it just looks great as well. It is better than the first entry, Umbral Star, and it's up there as one of my personal favourites in the Dynasty Warrior style of gameplay. Alright, so before our second winner then, a quick mention. If you are in the US, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, it has a new all-time low digitally, but not through the eShop. This deal is actually available from Amazon, GameStop and Target, both digitally and physically, and it's 33% off. I have no idea when it will expire, so don't hold me to anything there, but it's a fantastic game that is just well worth your time if you like your RPGs. So our second winner of the week then, it's going to Moonrise, who picked up a bunch of games. They got Pokemon Snap, Yes Your Grace, Valkyria Chronicles, Spaceland, all real nice choices, and they've added then Persona 5 Strikers to the wish list. Well worth a look, Persona Strikers. It really took me by surprise with its balance of like combat and then RPG. Congrats to Moonrise, drop me an email to claim that code, and everyone else, remember, just drop a comment down below for your chance to win in next week's video. So our penultimate game of the week then, this is Moon, only the second sale we've ever seen. I picked it up actually in the last sale, and while I still haven't fully beat it yet, I can highly recommend it. Not only is the classic RPG experience in here, but its ideas and story is just so unique, it makes it feel completely fresh. Penning itself as an anti-RPG, though, you're transported into a world where the hero is in fact not a hero, because let's face it, heroes basically go on killing and stealing sprees. That means here you won't level up by fighting, but rather by loving. No combat, seriously unique, and the cast and the characters and the idea in general is just so well realised. I've been really impressed this far though, and I'm glad I jumped in at this same discount of 10% off. Our final game of the week then, this is Blue Fire, a recent release. It's now rocking 25% off, and what a game it is. Described by many as 3D Hollow Knight, it takes elements of that and the likes of Think Zelda and creates something that really is one of the best games I've played in a good while. The gameplay is just incredible throughout though, from the fluid combat to the platforming. It's just really spot on with all of its mechanics. Then there's these great challenge rooms as well that will absolutely push you to your limit. It looks good though, it sounds good and plays good as well as you travel through this kind of destroyed kingdom. As you progress then as well, just know your skills will level up, and it's just, if anything, an addictive gameplay loop that's extremely rewarding. And that is it for the week. Shorter week than normal, but a fair few deals we don't normally see, and 12 of the 14 they are at all-time lows. That's pretty good numbers if you ask me. With that though, a shout out then to the patrons of the channel who are just going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. If you do want to check that out for yourself, I have linked it in the video description down below. Then hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we all do here. Join our growing family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.